again. This time for my second video, I have gotten a little perturbed to say on our page that people have been Hufflepuff bashing, and to emphasize my point, I am wearing orangish yellow to support the Puffs in this little rant of mine. I have no problems with people saying, oh, I'm this house for this and such reason, but I don't like the other house, it doesn't appeal to me. That kind of thing is fine for me, but when you go off and saying, like, all Hufflepuffs are stupid because they're just the loyal good ones, it just gets really annoying to me when people constantly stereotype the house for that. And as a person who's memorized the first Sorting House song, I do know that Helga Hufflepuff, her house was the hardworking and unafraid of toil, which toil is laborious work. They work for their goals, and they strive towards them, and they succeed. I mean, one of the books that is very popular is written by Newt Scamander, who was a Hufflepuff. He's the writer of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which Albus Dumbledore even commended him for. And yeah, and Tonks was a Hufflepuff. Come on, she became an Auror for goodness sakes, and she was trained by Moody. She was handpicked by Moody to be his kind of successor in training. She was trained by him, same as Kingsley and all them, but she was his star pupil. And she married a Gryffindor, but she married Remus Lupin. She saw him for what he was. That's where her kindness and goodness comes into play. Ravenclaws also get bashed on this page, and it really bugs me because I consider myself a Ravenpuff. I consider myself the intelligent side of Ravenclaw, but the good, hardworking side of Hufflepuff. And it really irks me when we have Slytherins, and I'm not going to name specific names, though I've had this discussion with you guys on this page, and you know who you are. But I'm not going to call people out, though I can name all of your names. I'm not going to point you out for this. You know who you are, and you know who this is directed towards you. Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws have their place. Yes, they were not highlighted in the books. Hufflepuff had a good amount in Harry's year that are actually in the Order / DA side of the playing field. They were the second most highest group, not only in the DA, but also in the people that stayed behind to fight against Voldemort in the final battle of Hogwarts. But what's more important is the fact that people keep downplaying them, saying that they aren't all that and that you're a Slytherin because you're sly, cunning, and amazing. And yes, that was my phone. Probably an email, and if it's Pottermore, I'll freak out. I'll check to make sure before I leave, and if this video, and if it's Pottermore, you'll have me freaking out on this video. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm really tired of this page bashing one house or another. And I personally don't really get along with the idea of, oh yeah, sure, if you have a good reasoning behind why you associate with house, then fine. But 95% of all Gryffindors and Slytherins I have seen, their reasoning for liking the house or being part of that house is either the Golden Trio or Draco Malfoy. And I'm just saying, you can't associate with a house just because of who's in it. And a lot of people change their house throughout the books just because of those characters. And I'm like, you need to stick with what you think fits your personality. Those reasonings make a lot of sense. But when you say that it's because of a character, you're making no sense and you're losing logic on my argument, and I'm sitting here wanting to comment on the page. You don't know half of what goes on in the group I am and how much I've held it back. Artemis knows, because we've had discussions about what to say and what not to say. Same with me and Billy. But anyways, back to the little rant I'm having here. Personally, and I'm going to say the goods, my pros and cons for each house, and I'm going to make my own, let you make your own decision, but I will not tolerate bashing of any house. I will be a little more lenient towards Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw just because of the fact that they constantly get bashed. And if they're defending themselves, I'm going to be taking their side there because they've been attacked so many times. But I'm sorry, Slytherin and Gryffindor, you guys have been bashing a lot lately on this page, and it's really bugging me. And in particular, Slytherin has been getting on my nerves by saying Slytherin's all power and we're the grand house, we're awesome, and that no other house is better than us. That's technically really annoying, and yeah, sure, you got Merlin. That's the only big wizard I can think of. Granted, I have read 3 Pottermore acceptance things for the different houses. I've read Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. Billy, post the Gryffindor one. We want to know what they say. But basically, to be stated here, you can't bash one house just because you think it's weak or any of it. It's basically like insulting like 1/4 of the page. And I don't insult people insulting each other on this page. And yes, we do make mistakes, and we get a little into these arguments ourselves. The British-American argument. Sorry, Bill. Sorry, Fox. America rocks. Though, my boy toy is British, so I can't really say anything on that one. But goods and bads of each house. Slytherin, you're good. You've got redeemable people. Not everyone in Slytherin house was bad. Look at Regulus Black. He turned to good in the end. But you've also got your baddies in there, and you are the house of the most dark wizards. Sad but true. Gryffindor. Hero complexes. Do I say this in a nicer way? Yes, I've been told that it's just the Golden Trio or James and Sirius, but a lot of Gryffindors have hero complexes that they have to be on. They have to fight Colin Creevey. It ended in his death. But the good thing is that they stay loyal to their friends. They show their courage, and they're not afraid to speak their mind on that. Ravenclaws, they've got their wit, but they can also be a little standoffish. I admit, I tend to do that. And yes, we are a little bit snarky at times. But we try our hardest. We're still loyal to the good side. Hufflepuff. My second favorite house. Yes, they are a little more naive than the other houses, but through hard work and perseverance, they've proven themselves worthy to be skilled wizards, and that they fight for what they believe in, and they're like the Badger. This is actually in the Pottermore email for Hufflepuff, and it basically says to the Hufflepuffs that about Hufflepuff is that they're like their animal, the Badger. Badgers are animals that don't fight unless provoked, and when provoked, they have these huge claws and teeth that they fight with, and they're vicious animals. And basically, Hufflepuff is like that. You just leave them be. You let them do their thing. You don't provoke them. Because when you provoke them, you're screwed. Okay, so I got an email on here, and we're going to see if this is Pottermore. If it's Pottermore, I'll be doing Happy Dance. Great. It's chapter 41 of the story I've been reading, and I'm only on chapter 27. And then, lovely admin ninja has got me hooked on another fic that is 50 chapters long. Looks like I have a bunch of fics to be reading, and I start college tomorrow, so I'm going to sign off for now, because I kind of need sleep, and I need to get to school early in the morning, because my first class is 8 in the morning. Math. Great. But I'll leave you guys to it and signing off, and I will, and I've expressed this to the other admins on the page. You bash houses, you get banned. Also, if you attack an admin or another person on the page with foul language, you'll be gone. Just saying. Just reiterating that in the video. And I'm signing off as Moony's Gal, and hope this one was to your liking. Bye!